Welcome to Stock Talk. This is your host, Scott. Hope you had a good day in the market. We did have a red market today across the board, so we'll take a look at that. We're also going to take a look at our portfolio, and did try to make some buys today, but had some missed opportunities there on some things I was trying to buy. We'll talk about some of that as we get into looking at the portfolio. And I don't know if you noticed today, but the market was up for a little bit there, and then it started to sell off all of a sudden around 11:30 or so, somewhere like that. I believe it was 11:30. I believe it was Eastern time. But you'll see all three markets sold off at the same time. So let's go ahead and jump into that, take a look at that, and then we'll look at our portfolio, and we'll talk about some of what we did today or what we tried to do, and talk about what we might try to do tomorrow. Okay, so let's go ahead and do that. Let me go ahead and get over there to that. And as you can see here, I just want to show you this real quick. You see this is the S&P, this is the Dow and the NASDAQ today. You see that every one of the markets did drop off there at the same time. And matter of fact, if you look at the charts, they look pretty much almost identical. So when I went out to look at that, let's just go to the Dow and take a look at that. As soon as it happened, I mean, I was doing pretty good for the day in my portfolios, but as soon as it happened, we just gave every bit of it back. And so anytime I see something like that, I'm just kind of curious on these market moves that are in unison like that. It impacts a lot of stocks when you do that. It doesn't impact them all, but it doesn't impact a lot of them in the same way that the market's impacted. So we want to try to keep an eye on stuff like that and understand why the market did that. And so about the time that happened, I started digging through the news, and this is what I usually do. I just come into my Yahoo Finance, and I start looking under the Dow just to see what kind of news was up there. And what I saw right off the bat, I started seeing this kind of thing here. Okay, Dow falls as much as 373 points. Dow drops 270 because the coronavirus is spreading outside of China. You just start looking at these headlines and reading about them and trying to figure out why did it drop so quick. I mean, everything was going fine for the day, and then all of a sudden you see this big drop. But we were having a pretty good day until that point happened. So kind of disheartening when stuff like that happens. But again, opportunities to buy when things like that happen, especially when you see there's no real reason why that should happen. You can go and start trying to buy some of the things that you had your eye on. So let's go ahead and take a look at some of the things that are in our portfolio. Let's take a look too to see how those did impact that, and then and see if there was opportunities there. Okay, so X, you can see X was up, and you can see if we pull up that chart on X, X was having a very good day, getting up here right here. But at that time, see around 11 o'clock all the way down there, it went all the way down around that same time the market went down. So that definitely impacted X for the day, but it did manage to claw its way back a little bit and finish up a little bit. No purchases, no sales there. I'm just got some in the cash, got some in the portfolios, but I mean in my RAs, but I'm not going to do anything with those. Again, that's more of an investment until they do an infrastructure bill. So, but we'll talk about it from time to time, just what it's doing. And actually, I think we're actually up now on the ones I bought the other day. So, Peloton, as you can see, its chart, there it is. Definitely, it looks like it was impacted again by this market move today, and then it never did recover. So, that's a shame because it was up there getting up there pretty good. But it did, one thing encouraging still, it's trying to hold that 27 level that we keep talking about there. So that definitely looks like some kind of support. So that's all good. I'm getting comfortable with that one as far as that 27 level. So we may do a little cost averaging before it's over with, but I think I'm going to wait and just see. But we'll see. If it keeps holding that 27 like it's holding it, I may jump in and cost average out a little bit. But that's the danger. Cost averaging sometimes it'll hold that level several times and then finally break. So you got to be careful. You got to be careful. So we'll see. Nothing right now we're going to do with that one except sell it. If it will get up there where we can sell it. Novavax was green most on and off during the day. If you look at the chart over here, you can see that, but it was up and down again, impacted with that market move. See that at the same time. And that $8 level for Novavax seems to be the level. You can see it managed to get back up there at the post-market trading there. So that's a good level for Novavax right now. That something doesn't want that to go past 8 and stay anyway. So that's something we're looking at as well. We may definitely. I think I did try to get some Novavax today, but it was right before that fall, and my order had not gotten filled, so I went ahead and canceled it because I didn't know what was going on there. MPC doing real good. Had a real good day. 4% up, 4.5% up. It's over the $60 level. Like I said, last time I sold was around 68. The high, 52-week high is 69 something. So that one's getting up there at a pretty high level. We won't be buying it anytime soon. I do have some of that stock in another account, but we won't be buying any for sure. Just going to hang on to what I've got right now. EXAS stayed pretty green today. If you'll see here on its chart, it was impacted too with that market move. Now notice MPC did not get impacted by that hardly at all. MPC was, and when you see something like that, when that market, you can see it had a little impact, but not much. You see that little dip, that's when that market dipped. But it wasn't impacted hardly any, so that's telling me something, that this stock looks like it's got plenty of support right now, and so it may be tending to go on up some more. That's a good sign there that it held ground all day. And also, I noticed something on this. The volume on it's pretty high too. Look at that, 12 million shares versus 5 million average. So something's going on there. Somebody likes it. So let's see here. Next on our portfolio, CLF. Now CLF, I think we missed the opportunity to get it today. It said here at 684 was the low. Now I wasn't watching the market right when it opened, so I didn't see that, and I didn't have an order out there. But when I pulled a chart up for one day, here's the low, it looks like to me, somewhere in here, and I'm only seeing 695, 694. But it said that the low was 684, but I didn't ever see that low. But anyway, we missed an opportunity because I think what we were talking about getting that one around I think it was $7, $7.10. So we missed an opportunity. I did come back here later trying to get it, and it's at the 705 mark, and it never got there after I was trying to get it. So we missed an opportunity there, but that missed opportunity today may be something we were glad of tomorrow. So you can't always worry. You don't worry about it. You just consider the missed opportunity. The opportunities will come around the corner, so we don't worry about it. And the next one, that's going to be the ACB. ACB didn't get to the point where we were trying to get it. I think ACB we were trying 150. I believe I actually tried a little bit earlier today, sometime today. I think I was trying around 165, and I never got it at that point either. But it did get down to 165, but it was after I had put in my order. Sometimes what I do, a lot of times, I'll go like midday, and if I'm looking at something and I want to try to purchase it, a lot of times what I'll do is I will actually go and take a look at the charts, look what the low of the day was, and that's kind of where I put my order. I'll say, okay, if it gets back to that low, I'm going to go for it. Or sometimes I might put a little bit above of that low, because sometimes it doesn't get quite back down to the low. Another thing I've noticed on on stocks, and this is kind of odd, but it is something that you'll notice. Uh, a lot of times, if you're talking about getting something at 165, a dollar 65, let's say, a lot of times um, it won't get down to $1.65. It might get down to $1.66, especially on the even dollar things like $10. A lot of times it will get down to 10.01 and not get down to the 10. So I don't know what kind of games are being played there, but I've noticed that on several stocks that I've tried to purchase. So sometimes I'll just put that odd penny in there or whatever, and or penny or two, and just go for it and just get it that way. But it'll feel where an order sometimes won't feel on an even amount like that. It's kind of odd, but it's something I've noticed over the years. Um, so that's kind of where the market was today. Um, Again, that market move, I don't really understand what happened there, other than the fact I saw those news articles about the coronavirus, and but I just, that's the thing about these markets. Any little news can knock these markets down. You could be having a good day, and all of a sudden, it's back to even or below even. That's kind of what happened today. We were up pretty good in my IRAs and stuff, and then it went down and got back to close to even, but it closed out today green because, as you noticed, the market kept going back up. So that's okay. Let's go ahead and take a look at what's going on tonight in the markets, and let's switch over to CNBC real quick. Hang on just a second. So CNBC, we got the markets up here. Asian markets got Nikkei just flat. Everything's pretty flat right now. Nothing major going on there that we can see. Hong Kong down by half a point, but that's okay. Oil, let's take a look at oil. Oil's unchanged right now, and so with nothing going on there, everything's kind of flat going on. So let's see what we look like. All right, well, we're showing red starting out tomorrow. Tomorrow's Friday. Let me make sure. Is tomorrow Friday? Yeah, tomorrow's Friday. So again, on Fridays, people have a tendency to sell off. That's just something they do. I'm not sure. People like to just get their money out of the market on the weekends. I guess they're afraid some kind of news would come out, bad news or something. But anyway, we're going to watch that tomorrow. Unfortunately, we didn't get any purchases today. I was hoping we'd try to get a purchase in. Not too late. Well, tomorrow may be a good day to get one of those purchases, especially that CLF is getting really close to being able to buy that. As long as it's not green tomorrow, we may be able to pick some of that up. And Novavax holding that 8 level, so if it gets too far under that 8, may go ahead and purchase some of that as well. But we're just going to watch the market tomorrow and see how that goes. Try to get us a purchase for next week, because we need to start the week with something that we can sell. Peloton just doesn't look like it's going to help us right now. Maybe a few days away or a week away, or who knows the time frame there. But it's holding that 27. That's good. As long as it keeps holding that, we won't be too far out of reach there. All right. Well, I hope you had a good day today. If not, don't let that little dip get you down. It will be coming back at some point. So have a good day tomorrow. Don't forget to like the videos. Don't forget to share the videos. And if you haven't subscribed, please click the subscribe button at the end of the video. Have a great night. Thank you. Bye-bye. To subscribe, click the button in the right-hand corner. Thank you.